Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're going to be looking at compare representations of data. So that's what we're taking a look. We're looking at 4 different types of ways to represent data and comparing them, not each type to each other, but like 2 different examples of the same type of data and just comparing them. Okay, so let's take a look at our first one here. Alright, so here we have a 2 box plots, right? And we're comparing the data. We've got a visual representation of the data. Okay, so they want us to answer these 2 questions. The median of data set F is blank than the median of data set G. Okay, so we'll focus on that first. The median. Okay, so the median is here, right here. That's what the median is. Okay, so when you hit this drop down box, you either get less or greater. In this case, well, let's take a look at the 2 medians. We got this median here, and we got this median here. I did change colors, right? And you can see that 60 is less than 62, so you will put less here. Alright, so next it says the interquartile range of the data set F is blank than the interquartile range of the IQR of data set G. So what they're talking about is the distance from here to here. Okay, and you can see in the red one, or data set F, is greater than in the blue one, data set G. So this would be greater. I'm just going to put G here for greater. And that's it. And most of these are like that. It's just different data sets. So let's take a look at another example. Okay, here we've got dot plots right here. And they're asking about the median again. Okay, so the median of data set I is blank than the median set in data set J. Okay, so there's a couple ways to look at it. So I could tell that if I was to do like kind of make a little shape like this, and let's change colors, and make a shape like that, I could tell that the median is most likely going to be within the big hump. See that? And since the median is most likely to be within that big hump, you could say, okay, well, the median in data set I is less than the median in data set J. So you will put less. Okay? Now, if that's not comfortable for you, you could do it this way. Okay, so the way the computer shows it is, or Delta Math, they say you could alternate in between counting. You'll just say boom, you'll do a red one, then do a blue one, just mark it out one at a time until you get to the median. And then do the same thing on the other one, and you'll find the median there. And then see where it's greater at. Okay? So this is what you need to do if you need to actually find the median. But I believe that if you look at where the massive amount is, you'll be able to interpret that the median is going to be there. Okay? Alright. Then it says the maximum of the data set I is blank than the maximum of data set J. So basically what you want to know is the biggest number. So the biggest one here for the first one here is 16. Here, right? And the biggest one here is 17. Probably should have circled one of those circles, but you could tell it's which one has the highest. So data set I is going to be less than data set J because it's 16 compared to 17. Alright, we got 2 more to look at. Alright, so on this one, it says based on the 2 data sets represented below, complete the following sentence. So it says the mean of data set N is blank than the mean of data set O. And the range of data set N is blank in comparison to the data set O, okay? And they just want to know if it's less or greater, okay? So I'm going to do the first one first, okay? And the mean, you just go take them all, add them together, 160, 197. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you that real quick. All right, so I went ahead and just wrote it out here for you. So up here, I've got the mean. And what we did is just simply add up everything for set N and divide it by 5. And you get 117.5. And for set O, we added everything here and divided by 5. You get 83.2. Okay? So you can tell that the mean for set N is greater than the mean for set O. All right, now down here we got the range. So the range is the biggest minus the smallest. So the range for set N is this 197 minus the smallest, 21. You get 176. And then the range here is 135 minus 16, and you get 119. So you can tell that the range of set N is greater than the range of set O. All right, so that one's got a little work to it, but it's nothing, just some adding, subtracting, and dividing here. All right, let's take a look at our last example here. All right, so this was similar to the dot plot, okay, except they give you bar graphs, okay? So it says the median set F is blank than the median in data set G. So let's start with the median. So again, like I said before, if you kind of make a little thing like this and then do a little thing like this, but change colors, right? You could tell that the majority over here hump is bigger than, it's less than the big hump over here, because where that big hump is a good chance where the median is most likely to be, okay? So that's how you could do that. So you could tell that the median in set F is going to be less than the median in set B. Sorry, set G. So it's going to be less. All right, and the maximum, you just look at that last one on here. So here, the last one is 88. And on this one, the last one is 90. So set the data set in F is going to be less, because it's 88, than in set G. All right, so that's how you could do that. Now, I also want to show you this, just like I did with the dot plot. You could also break it down into each little section on the bar graph and count all the sections. If you count all the sections, you'll end up with 25. And then, you go halfway between that, which is 13, and count to where 13 is, and you could tell that it's going to be less. But like I said, with that hump right there, like that, where that bigger chunk is where it's going to, most likely, your median is going to be. Okay? But that is comparing representations of data. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.